gonna do a sugar scrub today, and so I just have some regular white sugar. If you want, you could substitute in like a fine pink Himalayan salt, or you could do like a fine brown sugar, or just something that's not too big and harsh. And then I thought I'd kind of mix it up a little bit, and I have some coffee grounds. So these are some wonderful coffee grounds that I just ground up before I came. So it's going to be a coffee sugar scrub. And I have just some oil. So it's just going to be an simple oil-based sugar scrub. I like using jojoba because it absorbs into the skin really nicely. If you don't have jojoba oil, you could use fractionated coconut oil. You could use avocado oil. That's a little heavier, but it's really good for the skin. You could use olive oil. Again, it's heavier, but it's really good for the skin. Or use what you have on hand. Grapeseed oil would work great. Again, that absorbs nicely into the skin, and it's light. So some kind of oil, and then I'm going to use a little bit of peppermint essential oil today. This is going to be like a peppermint coffee scrub, really uplifting for the morning to wake you up. If you don't have peppermint at home, you could use like orange would be good, like a coffee orange, or you could put lavender in there, whatever you've got. As far as essential oils though, you do need to be careful that it's an essential oil that's good for the skin. Even with peppermint, you have to be careful because, as you know, that can be cooling on the skin. So I'm going to just use a little bit. Some people love peppermint and they love that cooling sensation, so they could use a little bit more. You do not want to use oils like cinnamon or clove. Like some of those hot oils would actually be very irritating to the skin. So whatever oils you use in your scrub, just make sure that they're skin safe. And if you do have questions about essential oils, put them in the comments below. I'm always happy to help. So I have a 4-ounce jar, and I'm basically going to put half sugar and half coffee into it. Since it's, I don't like my scrubs like super oily, so I'm going to probably fill it maybe 2/3 of the way full. If you're one of those people that likes a really, really oily scrub, just fill it about halfway. And I'm just keeping it simple because I don't know that most people have scales at home and things like that. So we're just going to keep it simple and basic. So I'm going to put equal amounts of sugar and coffee. So I'm going to put let's see, if I put 5 or 6 spoonfuls of sugar. And you know what song just popped into my head? Isn't Mary Poppins, a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down? A spoonful of sugar helps the shelter at home seem better? Okay, so I put a couple scoops of coffee, a couple scoops of sugar, and I'm just gonna carefully combine that. Try not to spill any. Smells very good. So I'm just mixing this up, and if you could mix this up in a little separate bowl if that's easier. Just get it nice and uniform. So just my coffee and sugar mixture, and then I'm going to add in my jojoba oil. So putting that right on top. And then I'm just going to add in like 5 drops of peppermint and mix it all together. And if you want more of oil in there, you can add anywhere from 5 to 10 drops per ounce. Since this is 4 ounce, that means anywhere, you could do along the lines of anywhere on the low end, like 5, or you could do, 20 or 40, depending on how strong you like it. And then I'm just mixing this together. It looks really, really nice. Nice consistency. I mean, it kind of looks like dirt, but but it's actually really, smells really awesome. And as you can imagine how wonderfully invigorating this would be. Hi, Brandy. Hey, did you see my shirt? Be brave, be bold, be kind. Yep. And I'm sorry I didn't get you one. Next time. So just to recap, so I put a couple, 5 or 6 scoops of sugar in here. I put a couple scoops of coffee. I topped it off with jojoba oil, and then I have this beautiful, and I put in 5 drops of peppermint because peppermint's pretty strong. And now I've got this gorgeous scrub. Can you imagine how nice this is going to be in the morning when you're in the shower and it smells like coffee and peppermint? It's wonderful and delicious. So what I'll do is I'll put a link in the comments to this recipe and actually some other recipes as well, so that you can make this at home. And if you comment, if you want to, can you